Welcome back to the Museum TV, here with another banger, live at 336 Blue Hole Ave, here at the Muse. Shout out to big homies for letting us use this space. Today we've got a very special guest, founder of Content Boy Group, content creator and influencer, DJ Clout. Welcome to the
Word.
show, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me, bro.
100%. First thing, how you feel, bro?
Feel
You
great.
excited?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell
For
yeah.
sure. So we're gonna start from the beginning. You're from the South End. How
Mhm.
was it growing up there?
It was cool. I feel like I'm glad I grew up in the South End rather than any other city, any other like neighborhood, because it was real like close. You get what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot of people that look like me in the South End. Well, back then, yeah. Now, nah. We all kind of stuck together. You get what I'm saying? Like if you was from the South End, everybody knew you was from the South End. It was just different from other parts of the city. Like as I got older, I got to appreciate it more. You get what I'm saying? And I wasn't really involved in like nothing negative, so I was just able to be a kid. You get what I'm saying? So it was great. Ain't gonna lie.
Did you grow up in sports, music?
Hell yeah. I was a basketball like fanatic. All sports though, like basketball, football. Like I played soccer. I went to
Oh, nah, that's my
tenacity. You feel me? I did tennis. I was nice at tennis. I was ill at ping pong. Like bro, I just played mad.
all-around athlete.
You feel me? Like I just wanted to win, so I was good at like mad sports.
And did that help, going through school, or was it kind of just like an escape, something for you to do?
Um, it was just a passion, and then it became an escape. And I stopped like really focusing on sports like 8th grade. But up until then, it was just a passion. Like I just wanted to go to the league, like for basketball. I was real big in basketball, and I just wanted to go to the league.
Yeah, everybody did, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody had them hoop dreams.
yeah. So then what does that transform into? Your passions, your interests, right? Like you're cool, you're done with sports, and then now what? Like high school, college? What happened?
high school, it just got to a point where I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to feel that drive and that passion for something else. So I kind of was like, I kind of got into like fashion a little bit, kind of get into sneakers, you know. High school, you start getting into sneakers, buying and trading kicks. I was like flipping phones, like selling phones. So I just turned it into like hustling. Like I just always wanted more. So I just used to hustle. I used to sell candy at church. You feel me? I would be like just selling whatever I could. You get what I'm saying? Like flipping the kicks, flipping the phones, selling candy, waters, all of that. So it kind of just transpired to like hustling.
That doesn't come easy for everybody. Hustling is not a thing that you're born with. It's kind of a skill that you
Yeah.
learn. So where do you get that spirit from?
Probably my pops. My pops kind of showed me how to really do things, how to like, he would take me to the BJ's, get the variety pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you sell this, if you buy this, it's $6. You sell everything for $1, there's 24 items. You got that. And now you can go, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that was my first introduction to really like hustling. And yeah, I just got it from him. And then it was just something to do. Cause after sports, I had nothing to do, So it was just something else to do.
Well, that's really important. Shout out, first of all, having your pops in your life. Shout out dads. A lot of times they got this, the world's got this perspective that dads aren't transformational in our lives, but they are.
Nah, for sure.
Especially in, black men and black
Hell
kids'
yeah.
lives. How important was that for you, having your pops there in your life?
It was, and like I said, I didn't really notice it till I got older. Cause as a kid, you think like it's just normal. And then I'm realizing like my friends don't got dads. And I'm like, damn, they don't got a dad. You know what I'm saying?
And they act different.
And they act different. And that's again, I didn't really notice it till you get older. It's just like, well, he's like that. But then as you get older, it's like, okay,
no, that's not normal.
That's not normal.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then it's like, all right, my friends with dads, we acted a certain way. My friends without dads, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. So I didn't notice that till I got older. But like growing up, it was just good to have my dad. Like just to be a man. And even to this day, I notice like,
it's a blessing.
it's a blessing,
Yeah,
bro. And
there's
it's like,
nothing else you can call it.
you feel me? Like these niggas be acting like hoes. Like they be
Yeah.
acting like women, bro. Cause it's
Yeah.
like you was raised by
You
one.
need a masculine
You
figure
get what
in
I'm
your life.
saying? You was raised by a woman, so it's like your tendencies It's gonna be what what you was raised by. And it's like a lot of those tendencies I don't have. And I see that. So I appreciate it fully.
Seems like you've got your dignity, your self-respect that just comes from having a dad and having principles. So then you get a little bit older, now we're transitioning into somewhere along the line you get into a little trouble. You spent
Mm-hmm.
some time in jail. How did
Mm-hmm.
that period shape the person you are today?
Mm, at first, like high school, I kept getting in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Like after a while, and it's crazy because it's like first time I got booked, I got arrested for something my friend did, and I was there. You get
And
what I'm saying?
you took it for him.
Yeah, I took it. And the thing is, when I got arrested, it was it wasn't that I got arrested, it was how I got arrested. Like there was an off-duty cop, he arrested me, but then there was like a construction site. So like it was a bit of a tussle, and we went into the construction site, he closed the door and he fucked me up. You feel me?
Mm.
I'm like 16. And he really was like fighting me, like slamming me on the ground, like violating me. And then ever since then, I just had a hate for the police,
You
bro.
never wanted to feel weak
You
again.
get what I'm saying? And I just like, I noticed now that I was just like rebellious and going to authority.
That was a traumatic
Hell
moment
yeah.
that imprinted on you.
Hell yeah.
That's really important that sometimes people talk about the catalyst, right? What was the thing that happened to me that turned me into
Mm-hmm.
another person that I wasn't originally?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times you get into trouble and your parents say, I didn't raise you like that.
Yeah.
But maybe you didn't have that conversation with
Yeah.
them to let them know, here's what happened while I was outside the house,
Yeah.
and this forever changed me. So that's important. While in jail, you came up with Content Boy Group.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell me about how that started? Before you say that, I want to mention, I was telling Noble before this interview, I actually ended up on your YouTube channel long time before
Really?
this interview. This is how life works. I watched your video, and it's funny because I had seen some content, you grabbed my attention, and then I clicked the link. I said, because I'm the type of guy, I'm going to go to your channel.
Yeah.
I went to your YouTube. Forget the views. I watched a video about your fight in jail. Oh, it was funny. You were talking about how the fight started,
Mm-hmm.
how, you held your own, and I'm
Mhm.
laughing. I'm like, damn. But this dude's happy to tell the story like
Hell
you
yeah.
survived it. I saw you were on your grind. So to be here now today
That's fire.
with, your page going up, with your group, with your brotherhood, it's all full circle. So going back to the question, right? You're in jail, you come up with a Content Boy Group or CBG. Can you tell me about how that started?
It started when I got a new celly. Shout out my brother Bino, Trevor McDonald. He became my celly. Whole time I'm in jail, I just had, right before I got locked up, I just had did a YouTube video. That is like booming now, like the 20v1s, the smash or pass, whatever.
Mhm.
Mind you, I did that like before it was a thing. So I just finished filming that. I just DJ'd the biggest show I ever did. An arena show for Trippie Redd. So I'm coming off them highs. Mind you, my YouTube channel just did 300,000 views for that month. So I'm coming off these real highs. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then I get booked. So I get booked. I'm thinking I'm about to come home soon. Ended up doing a whole 2-year bid. So the whole time I'm just like, bro, I'm not doing no content. Like, yo, fuck that shit. Like, if it was supposed to happen, it would have happened already. You know what I'm saying? I'm at my highest and this happens. Fuck that. I'm not doing none of that shit when I come home. So that's my mindset
Mentality.
the whole time I'm locked up.
Mhm.
This is my last celly I get. You get what I'm saying? He comes in, we chopping it, talking, fuck with him. He's from New York. We just talking, we kind of got the same life. He's like, yo, like, what was you doing like before you got booked? He's like, I'll be streaming and shit. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, I be doing content and shit like that too. Mind you, he's from New York, but he moved out here, got booked. He was like, yeah, I be doing content and shit. I'm like, yeah, like skits? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, my shit be going up. I'm like, you're from Boston? I'm like, you live in Boston? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you be doing content in the city and I don't know who you are, you feel me? Like, so I called home, checked the shit out. You feel me? Got mad mutuals and shit. And then he's just telling me about streaming. Mind you, I'm already booked like a whole year and a half. Like, the whole
You're about
streaming
to get out.
So the whole streaming shit is new to me. I don't know Kai Cenat for being a streamer. I know him for being a YouTuber, doing skits.
But yeah, and his college videos.
You get what I'm saying? That's the last I know about him. I don't know nothing about no stream. So he's telling me like we chopping it. I'm like, okay, I did content before. So now we're just on some content. Like, mind you, we're up for like days straight, no sleep, just talking about content. He's like, yo,
Mhm.
Carson, I did this, yo, this, that, and the third. He's like explaining it to me. And I'm like seeing it like it's a movie. And I'm just like, damn, like,
This is possible.
you get what I'm saying? Not even this is possible. It just brought that love back. I'm just like, damn, like, yo, content, like, damn, I miss that shit. Like, that shit's actually fun. And then it just, a few days later, after he's my celly, I don't even know how I came about, bro. Honestly, like, it just was to the point where everybody knew, like, I didn't gangbang. I wasn't in nothing. He had prior, like, he had prior, like, he was a member beforehand, but he dropped that shit or whatever. And it just was like, everybody was coming up to me like, damn, you don't gangbang? I'm like, nah, I've been content. You feel me? Joking around. I'm
Mm.
like, yo, I've been content. I've been content. So I was just like I'm CBG. And I'm like, people know me for like acronyms. I acronym everything. So I'm like, bro, I'm CBG. I'm CBG. I'm like, content boy gang. I'm content boy gang. And then like, niggas started coming to like my door, my cell, like, yo, you keep yelling at CBG shit. What is that? I'm like, nah, it's like, I'm being content, like, it's content boy gang. He's like, all right, cool. And then I just wrote that shit down, content boy gang, CBG. And then I'm like, nah, I dropped the gang group. And then, yeah, that shit was that. And I kept calling home like, yo, I got a plan when I come home. I got a plan. I got a plan. Calling everybody, checking in on everybody. I'm hearing like, yo, this person's going crazy. This person going crazy. I'm like, okay, the city got some life to it. Okay, I bet. Like, yo, I got a plan. I got a plan. I got an idea when I come home. It's like, I bet. But I know niggas ain't really like,
They don't believe
you
you.
feel me? Like, this is like, I'm like, I bet, watch this. And that's how I came about. And I came home and I did exactly what I said I was gonna do.
That must feel real good to be a man
Nah,
of your
for
word.
sure, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's something that you wrote down, you manifested from your mind and brought it into real life.
hmm
What was your inspiration for starting skits, and how'd you know people would relate to them?
I didn't know people relate to him until people started telling me like I relate to this. Started just I don't know, just being me. Like I started skits probably like 15, 16, and it was like it wasn't even skits at first. I got a phone late. I didn't have a phone until I was like a freshman, sophomore in high
Yeah, high
school.
school, 15,
I was
16.
straight off the iPod
iPod
Touch.
with that Wi-Fi.
You feel me with the
Yeah,
Wi-Fi, going places like,
I got
yo,
need the
bro, I need the
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. I'm in a Prudential trying to get some Wi-Fi. So
Yeah,
it's like I grew up on that. I didn't have a phone. So what I used to do is I used to just record stuff and then just like watch it back. You know what
and
I'm
it would
saying?
be so fun.
I couldn't even post it nowhere because I didn't have social media. I had no Facebook, MySpace, or whatever. I didn't have none of that at that point. So I would just like make funny videos and just make random stuff and just watch it back and show my friends. And then Snapchat came around and I just used to do funny stuff on Snap. So then my Snaps used to go viral. People would screen record, post it. My Snaps used to go viral to the point where like my teachers from my class, from my school, used to have me on Snap. Like, yo,
Mhm.
you're funny as hell. And I'm like, damn, my teachers got me.
Right.
We might have some. So then I just kept doing it. Then I got on Instagram like 2016. And then I'm like, okay, people be posting skits. And then I just started doing the content, doing the skits. I'm like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just post random stuff and just relatable stuff and just my life, bro.
And your skits are so relatable, right? So how do you pinpoint everyday life moments that people resonate with? Like, having a Thanksgiving food 2 days, 4 days, a week
hmm
after, 2 weeks after. I know even Everybody Hates Thomas did a skit about this.
hmm
So like, how do you pinpoint that?
It just be real shit, bro. You get what I'm saying? And this is like, it's real life. So a lot of it's not like, it just happens. And I'm just in my head, people just going through the motions, but I'm like, nah, I can make a video out of this. You know what I'm saying? Most times I will write it down, but most times I'll just do it right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just real life stuff that happened. And it's like, I'm a creative. So I'm going to just like a designer, they'll see something like, okay, that gives me an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just how that goes, just everyday life and just having a creative mind.
Yeah, content creation is art.
Yeah,
And
of
if people
course.
can't downplay, because to connect with millions of people through a skit is like a stand-up comedian making you laugh but telling you the truth,
Right.
right? and it resonates so deep that
Right.
it's funny,
Right.
so we laugh. Are there certain patterns or types of content you notice always go viral?
Yeah, I mean, now I feel like I got a formula. Like, now I know what's gonna go viral. Like, I'll record something, and then I'm like, yeah, this is gonna hit. This is gonna do good. Um, but that comes with like trial and error and data, bro. Like, people don't understand. Like, you doing this is data. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting data based off how many videos I post, which ones did good, why did they do good, what areas they did good in. It's a science to it.
So you become a student of the game to
Not
try to master the game.
not for sure. You're always gonna be a student because in this game it always changes. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I came home and I sat for like I stayed in the crib for like 2.5 months before anybody even knew I was home. Cause I'm just watching. I'm like, all right, it used to be this and now it's this. And I'm watching algorithms, new hashtags, all right, this type of video, all right, this song, this person's new, you know what I'm saying? I'm just studying, bro. So it's always, even now, it's like, it's always switching, bro. So you gotta just be up on game and just be able to be a teacher and a student.
What mistakes do most new creators make that prevent growth in their own personal brand?
They try to be too creative. And I just told my mans this. I'm like, you're trying to be too creative. You get what I'm saying? This is my method. First, it's quantity, and then it's quality, you know? Just put out so you can receive that data. And it's like, do what works. You see the other person doing X, Y, and Z, take that. You know what I'm saying?
And put your
And
own
then
spin.
put your own twist. It's like, even designers, you know, I keep going back to it because it's like, it goes hand in hand. It's like, all right, something gives you inspiration. All right, I'm gonna take Close by Tomo.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? All right, CBG will look good like that. And then I'll put something else on it. Now it's mine.
Mm,
But I got the inspiration from Tomo.
mm.
It's simple. And it's like, you don't have to sit in a room with jazz music and sitting there for hours trying to come up with something when you could just
Try to
go
be
up.
a genius. Just do
Yeah,
work.
bro. Like, bro, people be thinking too hard, bro. Like, you don't gotta think that hard, bro. It's like, it's easy now, bro. If
Mm.
you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's more saturated because so much stuff is coming out. But at the same time, just how you look at it, I look at it, it's like it's easier now. I got more ideas.
Mm. And I think the more you connect, to add on what you're saying, the more you connect with people's emotion, the more you can translate
Mm-hmm.
meaning through whatever you're posting.
Mm-hmm.
People really aren't consuming your content, they're
Right.
consuming emotion
Mm-hmm.
that you're making them feel, and
Right.
that's how you build that loyalty. So what separates content that gets 1,000 views versus 1,000,000 views?
There's a lot. It could be a caption. It could be lighting. It could be you recording it on your front camera versus your back camera.
Mm.
You feel me? It could be just who you are. Somebody might not share it just because it's you. And literally. So what I would tell people is just the quantity first. Cause then you're gonna know. You know what
The
I'm saying?
data.
You're getting the data. Cause it's like, bro, a few months ago I was posting stuff and it was getting 1,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Now posting stuff is hitting 1,000,000. It's hitting 100,000 every trip. It's hitting 10K every trip. Cause it's like, now I understand what works. Now I know. You know what I'm saying? And it's the algorithm.
Mhm.
Once you get in that
You
algorithm,
gotta bully it.
bro, once
Anything
you get in that algorithm,
it's over.
it's over, bro. If you
Yeah.
really like continue and you just keep going.
Do you believe you do gotta bully your way? Because, a lot of the things that we know or we remember or sometimes refer to other people is the things we keep constantly seeing collectively.
Mm-hmm.
So now in this attention age, do you have to bully people into paying attention to you?
Yeah, and
And then
that's
once you have their attention,
mm-hmm.
you have to find a way to keep it, and then you do
Mm-hmm.
something with that?
Yeah, and it's the quantity first. Like, bro, I don't care who you are, you're forced to see me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're forced to whether see me or CBG. It's like, bro, nobody's gonna say they haven't seen me or something I had a part. Like, you're forced to see me because guess what? We posted over 4,000 times in a year. You know what I'm saying? We posted 100 times a month. You're forced to see me.
You have no choice.
You have no choice, bro. If you get on this app, you're gonna
You're
see
gonna
me.
see me.
And it's like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be to the point where it's I'm
I'm
posting
tired
so
of
much
this.
stuff. I'm either tired of them.
Yeah.
One, you're gonna unfollow me,
Yep.
or two, you're gonna see something and I was like, all right,
Yeah, I'll support this.
I fuck with this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it is.
So obviously you have Content Boy Group. How do you decide which creators you mentor or bring into the group? It must be hard to kind of pick the right people.
I mean, that's probably the hardest part, and I'm still dealing with that. Cause it's like I'm open to working with people, but at the same time, you gotta come with something though. Like I can't.
Bring something to the table.
You get what I'm saying? Like bring something to the table, and I like people I could work with that I don't really gotta tell too much. Like you understand it, bro. Cause it's like if you don't understand it now, you probably don't got it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's in your face, bro.
Mhm.
Like before, it used to be like some secret society or like you gotta jump through all these hoops. Now it's like you know the method.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then it's probably not for you. So working with people that just understand it, that got the gift and got the consistency, ain't lazy, bro. Cause it's like you can be talented, you can have a wave, but if you can't maintain it, what's the point?
Mm. Yeah, longevity is the name of the
Hell
game.
yeah.
What's understood does not need to be explained. If someone has 0 followers, what are the first 3 things they should do?
Figure out a niche, what they want to post. Before you post one video, make 10 videos. Once you got them 10 videos, make 10 more. And then once you got 20 videos, post the 10. And then now you're ahead of the curve. And post every day. And don't stop.
That's the fucking method. How do creators and Content Boy actually make their money from their video and learn to monetize?
That's probably the hardest part. Because it depends based on the apps, you know what I mean? Like Instagram, they not paying no more. TikTok, they'll pay. Facebook, they pay. You feel me? YouTube, they pay. But it's like, it's harder. YouTube pays the most, but it's harder to,
It's the hardest to
it's
build
the hardest
a
to
community.
build.
Yeah.
Instagram, I feel like if you know what you're doing, is the easiest. They don't pay. You know what I'm saying? You probably get the most views on Instagram.
It's just to build
they
your
don't
brand.
pay. Exactly.
Right.
So I would say the easiest way and the quickest way for me at first was to get the views, because I know the views was the easiest part. You know what I'm saying? Get the views. Because you can make money without being monetized.
Mm-hmm.
You get the views, show people you got a proof of concept, do promos for people, tell people you can scale their business. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just I use my creativity. Like, my man's got a restaurant business. I could come in, do a creative video. Now it's doing hundreds of thousands of views. You feel me?
And you get paid off bringing attention to his business.
Exactly.
He gets foot traffic from the social media and in real life.
And in real life.
Just by doing a food review, so nobody even sees that you're making that play.
Exactly.
You bring something to the table, which is attention. He pays you for a service, and you build a relationship with the owner.
Exactly. And then another brand's gonna look at that like, yo, can you do that for me? And then it's just a snowball effect. That's what I used to live off. You feel me? Even when I started, I was never monetized on nothing. I was just getting the views and getting promos. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just building like that. And that's how I was surviving.
So what's the most common mistake people make when trying to monetize too early?
I would not say there's nothing too early, because it's like, bro, you can have 100 followers and not monetize off the app, but just monetize your services, monetize your business. Cause it's like every app is different. You know, YouTube, you gotta have watch hours. TikTok, you gotta have 10,000. Facebook, I don't really know the requirements for Facebook, but you gotta have a certain amount. So it's like those you can't beat. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get that number.
Yeah.
There's no beating that.
Yeah.
Unless you pay for followers and stuff like that. I never did nothing like that. So it's like I just think that's going against, I'm paying. It just doesn't make sense.
It's not real.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then how do you balance creative freedom with growing an audience?
How do I balance creative freedom with growing an audience?
Yeah, so like being able to maybe choose what video you're doing because that's how you feel, versus understanding There's a method to the madness. And for your audience to grow more, to funnel them to something else like your YouTube, you got to keep on doing what you do.
People say I don't have a balance with that. Like, even like people like, yo, don't post that, they're gonna cancel you. And it's just like,
Why would I listen to you?
you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I listen to you? But I ain't gonna lie, stuff they be saying be right though. It's like certain people ain't gonna like me for posting this video. Certain people ain't gonna like me for saying what I'm gonna say in this video. But I don't care. You get what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, I'm not posting this for that person anyway. Bro, I be saying the truth, bro. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I know some not post is gonna touch somebody. And if you really got a backbone, the controversial shit will go viral, bro.
Right.
I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I literally know what I'm doing. I do it on purpose sometimes. Like, I'm gonna post this. I know it's gonna go up, but I know half the comments are gonna be, yo, this is funny. And half the comments are gonna be like, I don't like you. You should never did this.
Yeah.
You're mean.
Yeah. You have people like, SGA Too Famous. You also have, Harvard's Eye and Content Boy Group. Can't escape those two, right?
Nah, at all.
How did you, how did you mentor that relationship with these guys in Content Boy Group? Because they're all doing their thing, they're all hitting big numbers, and they've got their own thing going on. So, how did that happen? Was that you?
Yeah, I mean, Harvard was doing this thing. Like, Harvard was one person I heard about while I was locked up. And I know Harvard for being a cameraman at first, you know what I'm saying? So when I heard he was like doing his thing, I'm like, damn, that's fire. And SG, I had known him prior to going in. So when I came home, he was just doing his thing. So I just like put it together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people are already collabing, they're already doing stuff. So I just was like, let's put a name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not changing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Let's just put a name on it. And certain people that I asked about that, like introduce that to, they're like, nah, I want to just do my stuff by myself. And I didn't really take,
Don't take it personal.
I didn't take it personal, but it just don't make sense to me, bro. Like, why would you want to go alone when you could go with a team, bro?
Well, so explain that, right? So how often do you run into people who believe the path of the lone wolf is smarter than the path of the pack?
Bro, at first, it was like 90% to 10%, bro. Everybody was like, nah, bro, that shit, nah. Like, they either needed proof of concept or it was just like, nah, I'd rather just, and I'm just like, cause I'm so like, I know it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, how don't niggas see it? Like,
Oh, you have to.
I'm like, bro, how don't niggas see it, bro? Like, if you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that. If y'all come together,
It's automatic.
okay, you're getting 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. If you come together, that's 40. Why would you not want 40 instead of 10? And as far as like on a business tip, I'm just like, we can market it better like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of, oh, I got 10,000, like, no, we got 40 and we can market that better. That's just how I think though. Cause it's like, I don't know, niggas didn't think like that. A lot of niggas didn't think like that. A lot of niggas still don't think like that.
Some of the most business-minded people think exactly the way you did. I saw Wallow 267, who's a part of the $1 million worth of game podcast. He was sitting down with Rod. You know Rod.
Yep, I seen that clip.
So that clip is exactly what he was like.
He was like, you got the streaming,
Yep.
you got the clothes,
and you
do
got
the music.
Yeah. Bring that together.
Bring that together, bro.
Yeah.
Teamwork
Because
is like,
unity always is gonna, push the needle, the movement further. So what's next for Content Boy Group? Do you guys want to get into more partnerships with business?
yeah.
Do you want to start building a website? Do you want to start figuring out maybe a service you guys can offer and provide outside of the
all of that
content creation?
Main focus right now, business. More so focusing, like, now we got proof of concept. Now we can go towards businesses, aim towards businesses, and then just help them grow, scale. More community work, like giving back, just doing stuff in the community. What else did you say?
In terms of, I said businesses, I said partnerships, then I also said service.
Service, yeah. Basically just for businesses, like offering a service of like marketing, you get what I'm saying, and just scaling their business. More doing merch. We got merch coming. We got a
merch
lot
is
of
a big thing.
yeah. So we dropped some shirts. But I didn't think it was gonna I ain't gonna lie, I didn't
Talk about it. God know it's
bro,
on the tip of your tongue.
I
You
didn't
made
think it
money
was
from it,
bro,
didn't
yeah,
you?
nah, nah,
It's fucking you up a
I
little bit.
did, but it's like, I didn't think it was gonna hit, so I just dropped enough for, like, the members to do it just for our photo shoot. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, man, people's like, "Yo, I want a shirt, I want a shirt." And I'm just like
This is my new business venture.
I'm like, "Damn, really? Y'all will buy a shirt?" I'm like, "All right, cool." You get what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes you be downplaying yourself, and, like,
Ooh.
I be doing that a lot, bro, and it's
Yeah.
like, I had to talk to myself. I'm just like, "Fuck that being humble shit." I posted a video, I'm like, "Bro, fuck being humble, bro."
Mhm.
Like, being humble only gets you overlooked, bro.
Mm.
So it's like, I had to stop doing that, and it's like, now we gonna do the merch. We got some stuff coming for next month. I'm excited about that drop. Um, and yeah, just traveling, like, I'm trying to do a lot more traveling this year.
Yeah, broaden your perspective, see
Yeah,
the
bro.
world. You know, that underestimation thing you were talking about, I think it's like a crippling disease. You know, because sometimes you can look at some of the most talented people, the smartest, and they think they're not worth shit. And you're
Mhm,
looking at them like, you're sitting on a pot of gold.
mhm.
If you could give one piece of advice to creators starting today, what would it be? Something that you probably need to hear from across this screen.
Don't don't think your friends are gonna be your friends after this shit. You feel me? Literally, bro, like, I had people that I would've killed for, died for, you feel me, spent the rest of my life in prison for, and, like, all I needed was a repost of shit, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't need no bread from you, I just needed some support, like, a click of 2 buttons, bro, and niggas didn't give it to me, and I'm just like, "Damn."
Damn.
Like, bro, that shit hurt, bro. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, that shit literally hurt, bro, and I thought about it today, I'm like, even just this last run I had, I'm like, "Bro, I posted, uh, every day for the last 100 days, and there's people that didn't like, comment, share, not one thing, and it's like, I would understand if it was, like, just one bro, I done talked about everything, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what's the point of, like, having me, bro? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, what's the point of us following each other on social media? What's the point of us even being friends? Because it's like, if this is my life and this is what I wanna do and this is my career, and you don't support it, I don't see a friendship, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, and people tell me I gotta separate friends from business, but it's just like, if you're doing something in business that I don't support, I'm not gonna fuck with you. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Me personally, like, if there's a nigga and he's a professional, sounds crazy, but, like, if he was into, like, sex trafficking and doing certain things, like, if that was his job, I can't be your friend. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
'Cause
Like,
I can't even
'cause
support your
I can't
business. How
exactly.
you feed yourself.
So it's like, I wouldn't even align myself or be friends or even, like, do none of that. So it's like, if that's the case, if y'all just like, "Yo, I don't fuck with content," or "I don't fuck with you post," then that's cool, then we don't have to be friends. And it's
Because
like
this is how I choose to live my life.
exactly.
I think that's very important. How I choose to live my life. If you support that, you support me wholeheartedly.
Exactly.
If you don't, you can't.
Can't s yeah. And it's like, maybe I should be able to separate the 2, but I can't, bro. Right now, in my life and, like, everything I've been through, I can't.
And this is the last thing I want to say. How important is ownership? You talked about having the clothing brand and being able to sell some. You talked about marketing for businesses, partnering with them, scaling them. How important is it for you to be able to say, I own this? Content Boy Group is digital real estate, it's IP. Merch is physical.
Mhm,
Maybe one day you want to have a storefront. How
mhm.
important is it for creators to look for ownership, to create opportunities for ownership and not to just collect payment?
I think it depends on the person. Certain people don't care about ownership as long as they get paid. But if you, like, got a legacy you trying to create, if you that's it, like, I got a legacy I'm trying to create, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to, like, people thinking about the city, I want my name to be brought up in 10, 15 years, you feel me? Like, I want a street sign, I want a community center, I want a grant after me. So it's like, I'm thinking about legacy, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I need ownership. And it's crazy because it's like, I try the groups, I try to be the second man, I try to be behind the scenes. I try to be the cameraman. Why it never worked until now, till I own something myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm,
till I'm the owner, I'm the CEO.
mm,
I make the rules.
mm,
Why is it working now?
mm,
God, I wasn't meant to be number two. I wasn't meant to be behind the scenes. I was meant to be exactly where I'm at.
mm,
And that's when it starts to work.
mm.
So it just depends on the person, bro. I was cool with just taking payment. Now I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta own something. I gotta do this the way I see it. I got a vision and I want it to come to life. And when I really, when I really like put my faith in God and in my craft, it works. I'm saying it's proof that it's working. So ownership is big, just depending on who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's big for me.
So I think, you're trying to be immortalized, leave your stamp on the city. I mean, if there's something you want to tell the people before you go, something that's been burning in your heart to let them know now, tell them where to find you and everything like that. Content Boy Group, you're the founder, you're the CEO, drop this piece of game on them, man.
I ain't got nothing that's burning in my heart because I be letting it all out now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be talking my shit now. But nah, just watch what 2026 is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and watch your surroundings, bro. Like, watch who you're around. Watch the people who support you. Watch the people who motivate you, inspire you. Watch the people that don't beat around the bush. When you fucking up, those are the people that, yeah, you fucking up. You know what I'm saying? The people that turn you up. Like, bro, you better than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think this is life for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn up, gang. Like, you you important out here, bro. People look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that lightly. But it just environment is everything, bro. So that's what I want to just leave people with. Environment is everything. The city has come so far, bro, from when I first started till now. It's beautiful to see. We just we 80% there, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta get that 20%. I wish all the artists just fuck the beef shit. You feel me? Like, what you want more? Success or revenge? You
Mm,
get what I'm saying? Like, and the success should be the revenge, bro.
mm.
And
That's the only revenge
that's
is
the only
success.
revenge, bro. Cause it's like all that other shit, bro. We gonna keep in that cycle, bro. Like, let's get to it, bro. Like, we're so talented, bro. You know what I'm saying? As a city, we're talented as
You
hell.
excited for Boston?
Hell yeah. What? The World Cup coming here?
Yeah.
Come on, like, come on. You feel me? So it's like,
Hayes in the World Cup too, you know that.
you get what I'm saying? So it's like,
Zoes up.
nah, for sure. Shout out my Zoes, man. Feel me? So I'm
Respect.
gonna just leave with that, bro. Environment is everything. Watch your surroundings, bro, and
Yeah.
just keep the right people around you, bro.
Well, listen, y'all, that's another banger done at the Museum TV, Soul Food, we like to call it, here at 336 Blue Hill Ave at the Muse. Shout out to big homies that allow us to use this space. Founder of CBG, DJ Clout, man, he came through and dropped a banger.
Oh,
Where
bro.
can we find you on Instagram?
Find me at DJ Clout, underscore, and then Content Boy Group, everything.
You'll be able to find this interview on YouTube. Let's get it.